Hello and welcome to the Star Citizen News, bringing you the latest news about Star Citizen as well as a roundup of what's been happening in the community. Today is Saturday the 11th of April and today's headlines: patch 1.1.1 alpha released, Super Hornet is back on sale, Squadron 42 Trilogy confirmed, and notes from the verse. The renamed Star Citizen Alpha 1.1.1 has just been released. This patch makes the Gladiator dive bomber flyable in Arena Commander. This ship is currently really functioning as a heavy missile boat with some size 5 Stalker 5 missiles that are currently attached to it. But in the verse it's going to have more of a vital role of taking down larger ships. It's also available in the Rec store to rent for 16,500 Rec, as well as also to purchase from the Pledge store currently. Turrets for the Cutlass Black, Gladiator and Super Hornet are now controllable in free flight multiplayer by your co-pilot. This feels like the start of proper multi-cruise ships being implemented to me and is really fun to play around with. Part of this patch as well was to balance the amount of Rec that people were getting. Balance is the wrong word here. They've lowered it significantly. I'm getting about a third of what I used to in Vandal Swarm. The patch adds a load of new fixes and features too. For example, if you're stuck and need to respawn, you can type in stuck into the console, hit enter, and it will respawn you. Also, and awesomely, the Sledge 2 has been massively nerfed, basically halving its rate of fire and damage. This should mean we see less shotgun builds, which is great news for everyone, though I suspect this will herald the rise of the Green Hornet Omnisky builds. As usual with these new patches, there have been a few issues, especially with matchmaking, which is currently going on. Players are reporting black screens on the lobby window, invalid ship selection errors, inability to match into a game, lag in the lobby window. CIG are working on it as a matter of priority though I've only been able to play one game of Vandal Swarm, and now every time I attempt to play, it takes me to a black screen. Anytime I click on join public game, it just goes black screen, no games for you. The Super Hornet is on sale, both in the Pledge store and also to rent in the Rec store for everyone for a limited time. Subscribers have access to rent all of the limited flyable ships in Arena Commander, but this is a great time for non-subscribers to try out the Super Hornet. Clarifying what comes with the Squadron 42 game packages, Squadron 42 currently refers to Chapter 1 of the single-player Star Citizen game, which will be a AAA title all by itself. This is the first in a trilogy, and backers who backed before 6 million will also get Part 2, Behind Enemy Lines, for free. We're not sure how the single-player trilogy will fit into the persistent universe yet, but this means we're going to be getting more in the future rather than less than we thought. Each of the chapters has been promised to be full AAA titles. Notes from the verse. This is where I take a selection of stuff from around the verse, reverse the verse, 10 for the chairman, all that sort of jazz, and break it down into little news nuggets of things that I found interesting. There's a design article about breathing and stances in the FPS module currently. It explains the necessity to breathe, change stances, and how they affect aiming and mobility. It looks like the FPS aspect of Star Citizen is going to be quite in-depth, immersive, and occasionally complicated. Gamescom 2015 tickets are currently available. It's being held in Cologne, Germany on August the 7th. More details in the description below. The whole series of hauler ships will be on sale later this month. I'm planning to run giveaways each week for active subscribers. More about that soon. Chris Roberts is in the UK for the next couple of months doing some stuff for Squadron 42. This means he's unlikely to be doing 10 for the chairman for a while. The Crux Cup is a player-run racing event with some pretty damn good prizes. 140 people signed up, and you can watch the carnage unfold live on April the 25th. Links in the description below. They're also planning to run future races already. That's it for this week's news, guys. Thanks very much for listening. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help me. You take care, and I'll see you in the verse.